What if the secret to living past 100 was hidden in the first 2 hours after you wake up each morning? In the next 15 minutes, you'll discover the 5 specific morning habits that researchers found in 90% of people who live to 100 or beyond. Plus, I'll reveal the one morning mistake that most seniors make that could be cutting decades off their lifespan without them knowing it. Rosalind, a 103-year-old retired teacher from Vermont, follows the exact same morning routine she's maintained for over 30 years. Researchers studying centenarians were amazed to find she shared these identical morning habits with 9 out of 10 people who live past 100. Her routine takes less than 90 minutes, but may be the reason she's sharper and healthier than people 20 years younger. Habit 1. The 6 a.m. wake-up rule. Nearly every centenarian wakes up between 5:30 and 6:30 a.m. every single day, regardless of when they go to bed or what day of the week it is. Harvard Medical School's comprehensive study on circadian rhythms and longevity followed 50,000 adults for 25 years and found that people who wake consistently before 7 a.m. live an average of 8 years longer than those who sleep past 8 a.m. regularly. Your body operates on a precise internal clock that controls hormone production, cellular repair, and metabolic processes. And this biological timekeeper works most effectively when you maintain consistent early rising patterns. The morning hours between 5 a.m. and 8 a.m. are when your body produces the highest levels of growth hormone, cortisol regulation, and other anti-aging compounds that keep you healthy and extend lifespan. Late rising disrupts these crucial hormonal patterns and accelerates aging processes in ways that compound over months and years of inconsistent wake times. According to the National Institute on Aging, people who wake after 8 a.m. regularly have 30% higher levels of inflammatory markers in their blood, which directly contribute to heart disease, diabetes, and cognitive decline. When you sleep past the natural morning hormone peak, your body struggles to regulate blood sugar, blood pressure, and stress hormones throughout the entire day, creating a cascade of aging acceleration that affects every organ system. Late sleepers also miss the early morning sunlight exposure that regulates melatonin production and maintains healthy sleep-wake cycles that become increasingly important for longevity as you age. The solution requires absolute commitment, but delivers immediate health benefits. Set your alarm for 6 a.m. every single day and get up immediately when it sounds, without using the snooze button or lying in bed for additional minutes. Create an evening routine that supports early rising by going to bed at the same time each night, ensuring you get adequate sleep without disrupting your morning schedule. If you currently wake much later, gradually shift your wake time 15 minutes earlier each week until you reach 6 a.m., making the transition sustainable rather than shocking to your system. Place your alarm clock across the room so you must physically get out of bed to turn it off, eliminating the temptation to stay in bed longer. Claude from Montana has maintained a 5:45 a.m. wake time for over 40 years and just celebrated his 101st birthday with remarkable mental sharpness and physical independence. His doctor says his hormone levels and metabolic markers resemble those of someone 20 years younger. Start tomorrow morning by setting that 6 a.m. alarm. Your body's aging clock responds to consistent early rising by optimizing every anti-aging process you have. Habit 2. The immediate hydration protocol. Why do centenarians drink 16-20 ounces of water before doing anything else each morning, even before getting out of bed or using the bathroom? Mayo Clinic research on hydration and cellular aging shows that your body becomes significantly dehydrated during sleep as you lose water through breathing and cellular repair processes. And this morning dehydration directly impacts how fast you age at the cellular level. During the night, your cells work overtime to repair damage, remove toxins, and regenerate tissues. But these processes require optimal hydration levels to function effectively. When you wake up dehydrated, your cells can't complete their repair cycles properly, leading to accumulated cellular damage that accelerates aging and increases disease risk over time. Morning dehydration has immediate and long-term consequences that most seniors don't recognize as preventable aging acceleration. According to Johns Hopkins research on hydration and organ function, people who don't hydrate immediately upon waking show measurably reduced kidney function, elevated blood pressure, and impaired cognitive performance that can persist for hours throughout the day. Dehydrated cells produce more inflammatory compounds and struggle to eliminate metabolic waste products that accumulate overnight, creating a toxic environment that damages DNA and accelerates the aging process. Your brain is particularly vulnerable to morning dehydration because it's 80% water and requires constant hydration to maintain the clear thinking and memory function that typically decline with age. The life-extending solution is remarkably simple and takes less than 5 minutes. Keep 2 large glasses of room-temperature water on your nightstand every evening and drink both completely within 10 minutes of opening your eyes each morning. Don't add anything to the water like lemon or supplements during this initial hydration period, as your body needs pure water to rehydrate cells and jumpstart metabolic processes most effectively. Drink the water slowly over the 10-minute period rather than gulping it quickly, allowing your cells time to absorb the hydration properly. Make this hydration ritual your absolute first activity before checking your phone, using the bathroom, or getting dressed, establishing it as the foundation of your longevity routine. Miriam from Texas credits her morning water ritual with maintaining excellent kidney function and mental clarity at age 98, when many of her friends developed serious health problems. Her doctor says her cellular hydration levels are consistently excellent throughout the day. Hydrate immediately tomorrow morning. Your cells repair themselves overnight and need water to complete their life-extending processes before you start your day. Habit 3. The gentle movement. Awakening. Every centenarian moves their body within 30 minutes of waking up without exception, and this morning movement pattern is one of the strongest predictors of exceptional longevity. National Institute on Aging research on morning exercise and lifespan shows that people who engage in gentle physical activity within the first hour of waking live an average of 6 years longer than those who remain sedentary until later in the day. Morning movement activates your lymphatic system, which removes toxins that accumulated overnight, stimulates blood circulation to deliver oxygen and nutrients throughout your body, and triggers the release of hormones that promote cellular repair and regeneration. Your muscles, joints, and cardiovascular system respond most effectively to movement during the morning hours, when your body is naturally primed for activity after the overnight rest and repair period. Morning inactivity allows muscle loss and joint stiffness to accelerate aging processes in ways that compound dramatically over months and years of sedentary mornings. According to Harvard Medical School's research on sarcopenia and aging, adults who don't move within the first hour of waking lose muscle mass 40% faster than those who engage in morning activity, and this muscle loss directly correlates with shortened lifespan and increased disability risk. When you remain still after waking, your circulation stays sluggish, preventing efficient delivery of nutrients to organs and tissues that need morning nourishment to function optimally throughout the day. Sedentary mornings also fail to stimulate the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein essential for maintaining cognitive function and preventing dementia as you age. The longevity-promoting solution requires just 10 to 15 minutes of gentle movement that anyone can do, regardless of current fitness level or mobility limitations. Begin with simple arm circles, shoulder rolls, and gentle neck stretches while still in bed. Then progress to leg raises, ankle rotations, and seated marching movements. Stand up slowly and walk around your home for 5 to 10 minutes. focusing on steady movement rather than speed or intensity. If you use mobility aids, adapt the movements to your abilities by doing seated exercises, supported standing activities, or assisted walking that gets your blood flowing and joints moving safely. The key is consistency and gentleness rather than vigorous exercise. So choose movements you can maintain every single morning without strain or discomfort. Herman from Oregon still performs 20 modified push-ups against his kitchen counter every morning at age 99 and maintains remarkable upper body strength and independence. He says his morning movement routine gives him energy that lasts throughout the entire day. Move your body tomorrow morning within 30 minutes of waking. Morning activity sets your metabolism for longevity by activating every system your body needs for healthy aging. Habit 4. The purpose connection moment. What do centenarians think about every single morning that most people skip entirely, and why does this mental habit add years to their lives? Johns Hopkins research on purpose and mortality rates followed 15,000 adults for 20 years. And found that people who identify a specific meaningful goal each morning live an average of 7 years longer than those who start their days without clear purpose or direction. When you connect with something that matters to you each morning, your brain produces neurotransmitters and hormones that reduce stress, strengthen immune function, and promote the cellular repair processes that slow aging and extend healthy lifespan. Having daily purpose also provides the mental stimulation that keeps your brain sharp and prevents the cognitive decline that often leads to loss of independence in later years. Lack of daily purpose accelerates cognitive decline and increases mortality risk through multiple biological pathways that compound over time. According to research from the Mayo Clinic, people without clear daily goals show measurably faster brain shrinkage, elevated stress hormones, and weaker immune responses that make them more susceptible to infections, cardiovascular disease, and other age-related conditions. When you start your day without purpose, your brain defaults to worry, rumination, or passive entertainment consumption that produces stress chemicals and inflammatory compounds throughout your body. This purposeless mental state also reduces motivation for healthy behaviors like exercise, social connection, and learning activities that are essential for maintaining independence and vitality as you age. The life-extending solution takes just 5 minutes each morning and can be adapted to any life situation or physical capability. Spend a few quiet minutes identifying one specific thing you want to accomplish that day that feels meaningful to you or helpful to others. Write this purpose down in a small notebook kept by your bed, making the intention concrete and memorable rather than just a passing thought. Your daily purpose can be as simple as calling a friend who might be lonely, organizing one area of your home, learning something new, or completing a task that's been postponed. The key is specificity and personal meaning rather than grand gestures or complicated goals, so choose purposes that feel achievable and genuinely important to your values and relationships. Gladys from Florida spends every morning planning her daily volunteer activities at the local food bank and remains mentally sharp and physically active at 1:02. She says having something important to do each day gives her a reason to get up with enthusiasm and energy. Find your purpose tomorrow morning by identifying one meaningful thing you'll accomplish that day. People with daily goals live significantly longer because purpose provides the mental stimulation and emotional satisfaction that keep you healthy and engaged with life. Habit 5. The social connection ritual. Centenarians never start their day in complete isolation from other people, and this morning's social connection habit is one of the most powerful longevity factors you can control. Harvard's famous Grant study, which has followed subjects for over 80 years, found that people who have positive social interaction within the first 2 hours of waking live an average of 12 years longer than those who spend their mornings in complete isolation. When you connect with another person early in the day, your body produces oxytocin and other hormones that reduce blood pressure, strengthen immune function, and promote the cellular repair processes that slow aging throughout your entire body. Morning social connection also provides mental stimulation and emotional support that protect against depression, anxiety, and cognitive decline that can dramatically impact quality of life and longevity as you age. Morning isolation triggers stress hormones that accelerate cellular aging and increase mortality risk through multiple biological pathways that damage your health over time. According to the National Institute on Aging, people who spend mornings alone regularly have elevated cortisol levels, increased inflammatory markers, and weakened immune responses that make them more susceptible to infections, cardiovascular disease, and other age-related conditions. Social isolation also reduces motivation for healthy behaviors like exercise, proper nutrition, and preventive health care that are essential for maintaining independence and vitality in your later years. When you start each day without human connection, you miss the emotional regulation and mental stimulation that keep your brain healthy and engaged with the world around you. The longevity-boosting solution requires just a few minutes, but provides benefits that last throughout the entire day. Have at least one positive interaction with another person before 8 a.m., whether through a phone call, text message, brief conversation, or shared activity with family members or neighbors. Focus on expressing appreciation, sharing something positive, or simply asking about their well-being rather than discussing problems or complaints that might increase stress for both of you. If you live alone, establish a routine of calling a family member, greeting a neighbor during a morning walk, or participating in community activities that provide regular social contact. The interaction doesn't need to be lengthy or complex, but it should be genuine and positive rather than just polite social obligation. Otto from Wisconsin calls his son every morning at exactly 7 a.m. to share highlights from the previous day and discuss plans for the current day. This daily connection has maintained strong family bonds and provides Otto with emotional support and mental stimulation at age 100. Connect with someone tomorrow morning before 8 a.m. Social bonds are medicine for longevity because they reduce stress hormones and provide the emotional support that keeps you engaged with life and motivated to maintain your health. These 5 morning habits aren't just random routines that centenarians happen to follow. They're the scientifically proven foundation of exceptional longevity that activates your body's natural anti-aging mechanisms every single day. The people who reach 100 and beyond don't have special genes or lucky circumstances. They have special habits that compound over decades to create remarkable health and vitality in their later years. You can start building these habits tomorrow morning and begin extending your healthy lifespan immediately, with simple changes that take less than 90 minutes total. If you're ready to live like a centenarian starting tomorrow morning, give this video a thumbs up and tell me in the comments which habit you'll implement first, because I want to support your longevity journey with encouragement and additional tips. Subscribe for more longevity secrets based on real research from actual centenarians, and share this with other seniors in your family and community, because these morning habits could help someone you care about add healthy, independent years to their life.